Now, the NGX All Share Index here in Lagos gained 0.80% to close the trading day. And last year, the Nigerian stock market closed with an impressive 37.7% gain. Meanwhile, the BRVM gained 29%. However, the best performing index in West Africa was a Ghana stock exchange with the GSE Composite Index ending the year with a gain of 56%. Now, what can we expect from the stock market this year? Muktar Mohammed, analyst at Assar Investments, joins me for more on market outlook. Muktar, thank you so much and a happy new year. Good to have you back in the studio with us. Thank you so much. Well, we saw the GSE in Ghana outperforming the Nigerian market, but we didn't do too badly, just over 37%. But talk to us. It's the first trading week for the year. Wednesday, the market is taking shape. But what is top of mind for you as the weeks, as the weeks go by?
I think we like you said, the market is taking shape, and some stocks are really coming out of play as usual. The banking stocks are there. We are seeing the petroleum sector also will be one of the most key drivers this year, and the insurance sectors are not left out, especially some very high liquid stocks like Crusader Insurance, Name Insurance, and Assar Insurance, and even ICO. So seems to be stocks to watch out in the insurance sector. The banking sector, there will be a lot of exciting news coming out from that place in terms of competition, in terms of listing, in terms of getting more funds.
Right, the recapitalization that continues.
So,
right.
A lot to be excited about the market this year. We expect inflation to come down. We expect rates. We are expecting that there will be a rate cut this year, not a rate hike as we've seen all through the year.
Okay.
We expect the exchange rate to be stable this year. Once that does, when that happens, then foreign portfolio investors will come, and that could be a game changer for the market. So a lot of things, expectation.
Very optimistic, I must say. Also,
that's why I said expectations.
You're expecting the market or things to run to be positive. But if you listen to my last guest, I was asking. She was talking about that they're expecting. The advising investors to be strategic in the market, to be agile, act quickly on information and all of that. But talk to us about, when it comes to strategy, typical portfolio, what would that look like now for at the beginning of the year?
I think value investment is key. And when we talk about value investment, we talk about fundamentals. When you look at the market today, largely what happened last year. You see equity that create value, where equity that really have fundamentals. So it has to be value investment this year, if you really want to, because in an economy that we have, we will have the ups and the downs. After the shaking, the fundamental stock seems to be the one that are standing. So it's more or less about value investment. If I advise anybody this year, more about value investment.
Now, for the NGX itself, let's talk about listings. Now, last year, as of December, we saw listings raising the market cap to 62.7 trillion. Now, talk about that.
That was exciting for the market because it's been a long time we saw listing in the market, especially primary market activity was huge last year. For the first time, it was more or less like what happened sometime in the first recapitalization of the bank, where we have a lot of primary market, secondary market activities. And so after that, we've not really got into that space again, but it was a lot, especially we saw from the petroleum, oil and gas sector. We had a lot of listing coming out from that space. So I think last year was good in terms of listing, but expectation this year is very high in terms of listing, because we expect, by what they told us, NNPC Nigeria to come to the market. And also Dangote Refinery said he might be listing between the first or second quarter of the year. And we expect other listing to happen this year, especially in the telecom sector. So
if they get their tariffs, the tariffs proposal,
there's no how they won't get that. That is already trading in the market today. We saw MTN at a point at full bid. Definitely, it's just a matter of time. That will definitely happen.
Now, that being said, yes, we got a good number of listings last year, but there's still concerns around, high transaction costs around, what do you see to that?
I think that thing is more or less a physical issue. So, and I think the stakeholder in the capital market, the Security and Exchange Commission, the Nigerian Stock Exchange, NGX, I think they need to strategize to see how that will work. It has not really worked for a while. There was a time, the last time we enjoyed something like not too much in terms of fee was when when Ngozi Konjo-Iweala was the Minister for Finance, I think there was a type of break in terms of fees when the market was having challenges. After that, we've not had that again. I think the market need a breather, but again, you need to look at the larger economy, and if you go to ask for some of these, they say the only sector that seems to strive, that seems to improve the livelihood of investors this year in terms of economy was the stock market. So they would tell you, made so much money, you need to pay some of this fee. So it all depends, but I think investors have to be strategic when it comes to your fee. In any market, you need to be strategic when it comes to fees. Now, if you are trading, if you are a trader, you need to look at the fee. Sometimes you think you are gaining, but the fee is eating really deep into your profit. Also, and then if you're an investor, also you have to look at your fee in terms of your entry and your exit fee. Does it add up to make value for investment? So we need to look at that. But these days in investment in Nigeria especially, some people don't even know how much is the fee. So you need to begin to know how much in the fee. So when you're buying today, when you're buying tomorrow, when you're buying high, you're buying. So I think the NGX also and the SEC will also have to enlighten a lot of Nigerians. And then the Institute of Stockbrokers Association also need to be involved so that investors really know the impact of fee in terms of the value of their investment.
Right. And speaking about investors, with 37.7% gain last year, are you expecting more new entrants into the market this year? I mean, last year we did see that the domestic investors hold up the market for quite. That
was the most exciting thing last year.
Should we expect that?
I think it should continue. Hopefully, it should continue. But again, the market, the world is a global village, so you also have to look at that. You want now Nigeria is looking for inflow. We need to make sure through those inflow we are able to maintain stability in our exchange rate, liquidity in the retail sector of the exchange market. That also will help stabilize the exchange and drive more investors. So definitely we need foreign investors. And if you listen to GTCO yesterday, they were talking about their second tranche of their fundraising recapitalization will be strictly for foreign investors. So we'll see a lot of that happening with most of the banks, because that will also boost liquidity in that sector, because that sector is actually still critical for the capital market to maintain that stability, so that we'll begin to see foreign investors come in, and then you begin to see that long bullish run, because it's retail investors, most especially most of the investors that we have are retail investors, not really institutional, Nigerian institutional investors. So you tend to see the bullish runs doesn't last so long, because most people are thinking of taking profit. If they are not taking profit, also there are other issues that are calling for their attention, especially with the kind of economical challenges that we've gone through. So if we want to see the kind of return that we see in 2024, then we need to get those foreign investors into the market. Most of the return in 2024 that came up was due to a lot of the policy, especially the devaluation of the currency that helped a lot of stocks to move up to edge against inflation. So we need a lot of that to happen, but this time we need stability so that we could see that long bullish run that we normally enjoy.
Well, that is a key word, stability. Let's hope that we get that in the market. We're going to have to leave there. Thank you so much, Muktar, for talking to us today. Muktar Mohammed, analyst at Assar Investments.